Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, fond farewell accorded to senior officers and employees on superannuation. World No Tobacco Day observed at Rourkela Steel Plant. And in our Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav series, today's personality is Shri Gaganendra Nath Das. Now, the news in detail. The senior officers and employees who superannuated from the company's service on 31st May were accorded formal farewell in different functions held at Rourkela Steel Plant. In a function held in Manthan Conference Hall of DIC office, Mr. A.K. Kundu ED Mines, Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi ED Works and Mr. P.K. Satpathy ED P&A with additional charge of ED projects felicitated Mr. Swaroop Kumar Panigrahi, CGM, Hospital Administration and presented him service certificate and mementos. Present on the occasion were Chief General Managers and other senior officers of RSP. The senior officers praised the significant contributions made by Mr. Panigrahi in all the departments he was posted in. Mr. Panigrahi in turn thanked the management for their support and spoke about the varied experience he gained while serving in different departments like CNIT, PPC, HRD, IED and SSH, as well as the challenges which helped him in his growth. In ED Works office, Mr. Suryavanshi handed over the service certificate and gifts to Mr. Sadhu Charan Birua, GM Blast Furnaces. Present on the occasion were several Chief General Managers and other senior officials of the plant. Similarly, in a function organized at Personnel Conference Hall, Mr. P.K. Satpathy presented the service certificate and token gift to Mr. C.G. Ramalingam, GM Personnel. Mr. Swaroop Kumar Panigrahi was also accorded farewell on the occasion. In a function organized at Ispat General Hospital, Dr. B.K. Hotta, CMO in charge MNHS, presented service certificates and gifts to Dr. Rajyabardhan Patnaik, Additional CMO, Dr. Parmananda Rath, Additional CMO, Dr. Mrs. Rajlakshmi Panda, Deputy CMO, who have rendered valuable service in the organization. 65 employees including 7 executives below the rank of E5 were accorded farewell at a function organized at Civic Center. The spouses of the employees were also present on the occasion. Dr. L.K. Biswal, CMO MNHS, was the chief guest on the occasion and presented gifts and service certificates to the superannuating employees. Mr. J.B. Patnaik, GM Fire Services, was the guest of honor. Mr. G.R. Das, GM Personnel, coordinated the function. An awareness program was organized to mark World No Tobacco Day at Occupational Health Service Center of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant on 31st May. Dr. B.K. Hotta, CMO in charge MNHS, was the chief guest, while Dr. Uma Devi, former Joint Director and HOD, Pulmonary Medicine, Ispat General Hospital, was the chief speaker on the occasion. Mr. Dhinanendra Mishra, GM in charge Personnel Works, was also present on the dais along with Dr. Tarunaditya Mishra, Additional CMO and in charge OHSC. In all, 35 participants including senior officers from different departments of RSP attended the program. Dr. Hotta in his address spoke on the harmful effects of tobacco in any form and the need of a resolute determination to give up the undesirable habit immediately, which will make a huge difference in the quality of life. He also spoke about the impact of smoking on passive smokers who also become vulnerable to the carcinogenic elements. In her keynote address, Dr. Uma Devi made an elaborate presentation elucidating about the bad effects of tobacco used in different forms like cigarette, bidi, e-cigarette, gutka, khani, etc. Speaking on the theme of the day, protect the environment, she said, tobacco does not only harm the smoker, it also harms the environment. She presented the ill impacts of tobacco use on atmosphere, soil, water and air, and how the menace is growing with time, with detailed data released by World Health Organization. Earlier, Dr. T. Mishra welcomed the dignitaries and participants. He highlighted the different activities of OHSC and stressed upon the importance of the day. Dr. S. Kumar, Senior DMO OHSC, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Ms. Shubhangi, Data Entry Operator OHSC, coordinated the program with support from Mr. K.C. Pradhan, Senior Occupational Health Technician. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is presenting a series of news on the eminent personalities of Odisha to mark the ongoing Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations. In this series, our today's personality is Shri Ganganendra Das. Born on 25th November 1940 in Kadei village in Jajpur district, Shri Ganganendra Nath Das is a prolific story writer, essayist and critic in both Odia and English languages. Some of his literary works include Janashruti Kanchiberi, Descriptive Morphology of Odisha, Nilakanta Smruti Samrakhi 3, Hindus and Tribals, Nirbachita Prabandha Sankalpa, Imagining Odisha, etc. He has won several awards and recognitions including Odisha Sahitya Academy Award in 2006 for his work Nirbachita Prabandha Sankalpa. Besides bagging Atibadi Jagannath Das Award and Vishubha Award. That's all for the news today. Namaskar.